Greetings all, and welcome to this satellite video conference and webcast produced by the International Training Center, ITC, of San Diego, California. I'd like to thank and acknowledge the entire ITC operating under the very creative and capable direction of Dr. Miguel Cardenas, the founder and executive director. I would like to also extend my gratitude of thanks to Dr. Fred Saba, our moderator today, and to congratulate him on his recent induction to the premier Distance Learning Association, the United States Distance Learning Association's 2010 Hall of Fame. This is an exceptional opportunity for me to present to such a large, diverse, and motivated audience as you on the topics of business-related issues which will indeed impact our lives on a global basis. I'm honored to share with you today the results of my recent research efforts regarding the competencies to succeed in the new world, a mandate for change and results. I will begin today's presentation sharing with you, my esteemed audience, some rather interesting, albeit disturbing statistics. These facts will indeed illustrate the need for the introduction of a significant philosophical, economical, operational, and organizational paradigm shift required by the many organizations wanting to succeed in a sustainable fashion in today's increasingly integrated global economy and in tomorrow's burgeoning competitive international marketplace. The new world of chaos and change that we all face today and that we will continue to experience during this millennium is characterized by at least 6 major forces which we must all learn to recognize and manage. These major forces included accelerating globalization and global competition and technological and communications revolutions, changing global demographics, the reduction of the role of government in our economies and societies, human capital as a new source of wealth and income, and global surprises which will impact everyone and everything. What are the new skills and global competencies that we need to acquire now to be able to better understand these forces, converting them to positive dynamics for our organizations and communities? Let's examine a few trends that, if not managed by this generation of governmental and business leaders and managers, will certainly lead to catastrophic consequences for all. Western-style wealth generated at present for less than 20% of the people of the world consumes more than 80% of the natural resources harvested and damaged each year. The rich of this world will have to invent new ways to generate their comfort, security, and wealth with consumption levels 1/10 or a factor of 10 times less their current use. This has long been recognized in Europe, but has been discussed much less in the United States and other industrialized countries. Starting with an initial discussion of the need for Factor 4, it was soon realized that it would not be enough to sustain an economy based on conspicuous consumption. In 1997, the European Environmental Ministry supported Factor 10 as a strategic goal. The Business Council of Sustainable Development has gone further, suggesting that Factor 20 might be a better long-term goal for sustainability, but this will be very challenging. As Gandhi observed, it took half the world to make England rich, but it also led to their downfall as a world power. Our overconsumption and excessive ecological footprint. Try an ecological footprint calculation for your life at www.earthday.org/footprint is likely to lead to the continuing decline of the United States and the global environment unless we begin to consider and implement more appropriate and comprehensive business accounting methods like the triple bottom line. The issues of equality, fairness, and health and environmental quality must become an integral components of organizational strategic considerations. Meeting the goal of dematerializing society by a factor of 4 or more will require changes in culture, institutional structure, and technology. It will not happen overnight, but the present throughput waste economy will gradually yield to an information technology-rich, customized economy. High-quality, custom-tailored services and durable products will replace mediocre, short-lived products and poor or incompetent services. In this new economy, quality of life will be more important than ownership of goods. Today, more than 80 tons per person, 400 plus pounds per day of non-renewable natural resources a year are sacrificed to maintain the material wealth of Americans and Europeans. As more resources are put into the economy, they lead to more emissions, effluents, and wastes. This cycle of massive consumption of non-renewable resources and its accompanying byproducts of enormous waste and pollution is detrimental to the long-term success and survival of most organizations. A durable, long-lasting, continuously successful operation will ultimately depend on more sustainable management of finances, people, and the environment. This mandate for change and results will require the acquisition of entirely new sets of global business skills and competencies to succeed in this new world. Dematerialization will help consumers, producers, retailers, scientists, NGOs, and governments to initiate and manage the change to a sustainable society. As an example trending in this direction, let's compare an iPod to an old tube-type record player and 500 LPS vinyl records. The drastic differences in these technological applications suggest that dematerialization is not only possible, but is already underway. The required radical improvement of resource productivity must span the whole spectrum of products and services that meet our needs. Increasing reliance on renewable material and energy sources will signal success on the way to sustainability. But things don't lead and manage change. Only educated, skilled, and motivated people can influence the operational tendencies in these more desirable directions. The processes required to successfully infuse this philosophy of sustainability and to accelerate operational transformation are very information intensive. More informed decision-making by the executive and managerial ranks will be needed in every functional area of an organization. It is perhaps most important in the accounting area than others. Improved environmental accounting plays a role in a range of new approaches that are being explored to improve product and service development, including the natural step, industrial ecology, design for environment, cleaner production, cradle to cradle, leadership in energy, and environmental design, which is called LEED, and material flow accounting. Let me propose a definition. Sustainability involves the ability to persist with stable or improving well-being and natural capital, which was first clearly enunciated by the Brundtland Commission report of the WCED in 1987. Sustainable management will demand customer-focused, high-quality service and products. It requires frugal behavior, long-term planning horizons, 10, 20, 100 years, rather than simply the next month or quarter, and concern for the triple bottom line. Products should be designed to last or to be easily recycled, reused, or returned to nature. Focus on waste as resources. How can they be used? Waste are usually very inexpensive and may get paid to take them away. The group called Trex, T-R-E-X, and their many competitors create a durable, water-resistant lumber made with plastic bags and waste wood fibers. These issues are addressed in the emerging field of industrial ecology. The fundamental change from business as we know it today to how we must know it in the future is the recognition that business must consider environmental and social impacts of operation with full accounting for cost, risks, and benefits as proposed by UNCTAD in 2004. The focus must change from short-term profit, cash only, to long-term appreciation of economic, social, and natural capital, the triple bottom line, sometimes noted as 3BL or TBL. This revolutionary will create many opportunities and challenges for all involved in business administration, but it will be especially important for people who use information to discharge their duties, knowledge workers, and for information technologists, the people who must expand the domain of management information systems to include the capture, processing, archiving, and dissemination of information related to the pursuit of a sustainable and profitable future. Knowledge workers will be involved in a wide-ranging set of informational activities, enabling companies to collect detailed data used within the company and to relate it to references cited, archived, and utilized by regulators to turn use of data into impact data. This type of information flow is essential for the implementation of the triple bottom line accounting methodology. This rapidly evolving field, known as environmental accounting, is wrestling with these challenging problems, but implementation will require significant changes in IT, business processes, and accounting practices. A 3BL approach will commonly involve changes in management accounting, financial accounting, and policy reporting. Although it may appear to be just another cost, environmental accounting can enable an organization and its stakeholders to evaluate and improve an organization's performance with economic, social, and environmental measures, as reported by the International Federation of Accounting in 2005. If the market were complete, this would not be necessarily, and Milton Friedman's dictum, a company's only responsibility is to increase profits for stockholders, would suffice. However, the flawed and incomplete market we have today, with enormous uncounted cost and incorrectly attributed cost, performs poorly. As British economist A.C. Pigou noted early in the last century, the market will fail unless it includes all costs. Most markets today consider only a small fraction of the total transaction cost, leaving many externalities out of the picture, as explained by Rene in 2004 and Bainbridge. If full costs were known, many market transactions would not occur, and the environment would be cleaner, safer, and healthier. Environmental accounting can be used to more accurately determine financial performance, improved operations, reduce risk, drive innovation, and compare alternative strategies for strategic planning. The companies, governments, non-government organizations, and professional organizations that deal with these issues have suggested a range of responses and approaches which remain in their formative stages, according to Richardson et al. In 2005. While a growing number of tools are available to facilitate environmental accounting, much remains to be done to make them more useful, inclusive, effective, accurate, and user-friendly, according to O'Dwyer. This goal will take a concerted effort from educators, students, IT developers and managers, accountants, business managers, engineers, environmental scientists, and countless numbers of other professionals to attain. However, in our information-driven society, the role of business professionals will be central for the diffusion and acceptance of the broader reporting philosophies and products required to enhance the triple bottom line. These trends and the sentiment of a vast number of citizen groups worldwide providing the mandate for change. In order to see the actual positive results this mandate can produce will require a large, diverse, and dominant cadre of professionals representing the various disciplines needed to successfully operate business operations and large global corporate organizations. Many educational institutions, including the ITC, is making it possible for the next generation of managers and professionals to obtain the new skills and global competencies necessary to usher in a new era of corporate sustainability within the integrated global economic community. In this module, we have explored the concept of a global paradigm shift taking place as a mandate for change and results. This in reaction to a set of alarming trends that, if continued, could place humankind on the ever more crowded endangered species list. In another module, we will turn our attention to the intertwined motivational goals of trend-setting organizations and their professionals who have joined together to develop objectively measured synergistic levels of capability, which can be touted as a hallmark of assured excellence and quality by an internationally recognized standards organization. This synergistic, interdependent goal of simultaneous organization and professional development is a unifying philosophy that is sure to propel the practitioner as global leaders of their industry or sector of activity. Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. Let's now go to Module 2 of this program.